Have you ever wondered how to transform an ordinary beverage napkin into stunning resin coasters? Stick around because I'm about to show you how to make these unique, eye-catching coasters that are sure to impress your friends and family. Welcome back to Happy Place Creations. Today I'm thrilled to bring you along as we create some dazzling coasters using Let's Resin products, some beverage napkins, some cake sprinkles, some glitter, some fun clay embellishments. So get ready to dive into a world of color, sparkle, and creativity. We start out our project today by cutting out our circles for our coasters that we're going to make today and sealing them with some tack-it over and over. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting some tack-it in a little container, and I'm going to add a little bit of water just to thin it out a little. And then I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm going to take a sponge brush and I'm going to apply that to our circles. And what the circles is it's just a paper napkin. And all I'm doing is I'm sealing it so that the resin doesn't penetrate the napkin and cause it to disintegrate in our coaster. And now that we have our paper all sealed and ready to go, it's time to fill our coasters. And here I am measuring it out with a little one of my disposable cups so I can get each one of them in the right size. And now that we have filled our coaster cavities, it's time to add our inlay. And we do this by putting a little bit of resin on our inlay, and that will cut down on the bubbles. And then you want to slide your inlay down into the resin and then lay it flat. That also will cut down on bubbles, as you see me doing here in the video. If you happen to be interested in this silicone inlay, you can find it in my eBay store. Here I begin putting in the little stars of different colors around the smiley faces. And here I'm just finishing up putting some clay smiley faces around the coaster. And now it is cured enough that we can take out the inlay. As you can see right here, the inlay came out perfectly clean and left a very nice imprint. Now these inlays can be colored prior to being put into the resin, or you can do as I've done here in the video. When you use color on these prior to putting them in the resin, and there's still color on them after you take them out of your project, they just need to be washed with a little bit of soap and water and stored in the container that I provide at time of purchase, and they'll be ready for the next time to use them. And now it's time for us to fill in our smiley face. And I am putting some UV resin in my little container, and I will be adding some glitter. It's a holographic glitter, and I am doing this to add to the eyes and the smile with UV resin by Let's Resin. I will be putting it in the eyes and the mouth, and then I will be curing it with my UV light. And now it's time to fill the actual smiley face. And I'm using 4 different colors from the Libro glitter. And we are using Let's Resin's resin for this project. And here I am pouring it into the first 2 colors, the blue and the orange. And I will be pouring those into the first 2 of the smiley faces. And then later on I'll be adding the green and the pink smiley faces. Now you only want to add enough to fill just the cavity that the inlay left, because we still have another layer to put on plus the backing, and then another layer again to seal in the backing that we sealed in the beginning. Now I'm just applying a little bit of alcohol to keep down on the bubbles. And you do want to go around with a stick or whatever tool that you're using to make sure that you're getting any air bubbles out. And now it's time for us to put our resin in our coaster molds so that we can put the backing in. Now that our resin is in, we can take our backing and put it slightly in under the resin, and then we want to slowly push it so that we can push the air out and let the resin take over. Some resin will come out over the top, as you will see, and I will just simply push it right back into the coaster. And now I'll be pouring the final back for these coasters. However, I didn't make enough, so I have got just enough to fill 3, and I will have to fill the 4th one off camera, and we'll have it finished in time for demold. And I have picked a multicolored gold glitter, and I thought that would fit in with the coasters just fine. And I did want to add that I did add a little bit of glue to the glitter so that the glitter won't sink and give us a clear backing. So the glitter will stay suspended because I did add a few drops of the glue. The moment of truth. Everything has cured. This transformation is truly magical. I can't first coaster, the yellow one. And look at the beautiful stars, the smiley faces, and even the background you can see. And the next one, I think these came out very nice. I think the inlay did its job, or that blue one didn't come out quite right as far as the glitter that I used. But I'm still happy with it. And there's our fourth and final coaster. I am so pleased how these coasters turned out. Each one is a little piece of art that combines fun, whimsical, and a touch of elegance. Whether you're an experienced crafter or just someone starting out, I hope you found some